What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and share this video, because today we are diving into a powerful and chilling message that's making waves across South Africa. A letter has surfaced, and it's not just words on paper. It's a warning. A declaration. A cry from the soul of the nation. The title is simple, but the weight it carries is enormous. SA will pay the price. And trust me, if you think it's just political talk, think again. This letter is a mirror to a country at the edge. Right now, South Africa is standing on shaky ground. The economy is bleeding. Youth unemployment has become a time bomb. Load shedding still drags on, killing businesses and livelihoods daily. Corruption eats through government structures like termites in old wood. And behind it all, a quiet rage is growing in the hearts of ordinary people. From the dusty roads of the Eastern Cape to the chaotic heart of Gauteng, there is one feeling that unites South Africans across race, class, and language: frustration. And this letter, it captures that frustration with painful accuracy. Penned by a concerned South African, some say a retired civil servant, others suspect a high-ranking ANC insider, it reads like a final warning to the ruling elite. It is not filled with rage, but with clarity. It does not threaten violence, but it speaks of consequences. And its core message is this: if the current leadership does not change course, if the culture of greed and arrogance continues, then South Africa will pay the ultimate price, not tomorrow, not in some distant future, but very, very soon. The letter pulls no punches. It begins by outlining how promises have become lies. How every election season is filled with grand visions that evaporate the moment the ballots are counted. It talks about children still learning under trees, hospitals with no medicine, police officers without vehicles, and communities terrorized by gangsters while politicians arrive in convoys. It laments a nation where hard work means nothing unless you have connections, and where ethics are considered a weakness rather than a strength. And then, it goes deeper. It accuses not just the ANC, but the entire political class of failing the people. It talks about a new elite that has replaced the old apartheid rulers, not in ideology, but in behavior. The author says the dream of 1994 is being killed, not by enemies of the state, but by the very people who swore to protect it. According to the letter, liberation has turned into domination, and governance into looting. But the most chilling part of the letter is what it predicts. It warns that South Africa is running out of time. That the patience of the people is not infinite. That the signs of collapse are already visible in the streets, in the protests that flare up without warning, in the increasing lawlessness, in the disillusionment of the youth. And then comes the bombshell: if the ruling class doesn't listen now, the next uprising will not be about service delivery. It won't be about wages or electricity. It will be about betrayal. And when a betrayed nation rises, it doesn't negotiate, it burns. Now, let's be clear. This letter isn't calling for chaos. It's begging for reflection. It pleads with the government to act before it's too late. To clean house. To hold the corrupt accountable, no matter how high up they are. To put the people first, not as a slogan, but as a daily mission. It urges leaders to remember why they got into politics in the first place, or to step aside and let those who still care take over. The reaction to the letter has been explosive. Some are calling it a manifesto of the silent majority. Others say it's fearmongering, designed to stir unrest. But what can't be denied is that the letter has struck a nerve. You'll find people reading it aloud in taxis, discussing it in churches, debating it in shebeens. Why? Because it speaks a truth too many are too afraid to say out loud: South Africa is in trouble, and if we don't fix it now, we might not be able to fix it at all. Meanwhile, in government circles, the letter has caused visible discomfort. Some officials are trying to dismiss it as anonymous propaganda. Others are saying they welcome criticism. But very few are willing to engage with the actual message that the nation's soul is slipping away, and empty statements are no longer enough. And let's not forget what history teaches us. Revolutions don't always start with violence. Sometimes they begin with letters. With voices that speak the uncomfortable truth. With moments where a country is forced to look in the mirror and confront what it has become. This letter could be that moment. A spark. A wake-up call. Or, if ignored, a prophecy. The people of South Africa are tired of excuses. Tired of commissions of inquiry that go nowhere. Tired of watching the same faces make the same promises. They want action. They want jobs. They want dignity. And they want a future that doesn't look like a repeat of the past. If leaders are not ready to hear that, then maybe they shouldn't be leaders anymore. So what happens next? That's the real question. Will the letter fade away like so many warnings before it? Or will it be the match that lights a national conversation about justice, leadership, and the road ahead? One thing is certain, South Africa is at a crossroads. And silence is no longer an option. Because as the letter warns with chilling clarity, if those in power do not wake up, then yes, South Africa will pay the price. Make sure to like this video, subscribe for more real talk, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Have you read the letter? Do you think the message is true? And more importantly, what price do you think South Africa will pay if nothing changes? Let's talk about it.